Hello, what's up, everyone? Good morning. It's your boy, the Crackhead, wishing you all a wonderful Sunday. Today, we are traveling to the city of Jerusalem, and we're doing that by car. So, welcome aboard on this epic journey to the city of Jerusalem, again by car. The distance between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem by car is approximately 65 to 70 kilometers, that is about 40 to 43 miles, depending on your starting point and the route taken. The journey typically takes 45 to 75 minutes, though this varies significantly based on traffic conditions, which are often heavy during peak hours. When driving to the city of Jerusalem, there are different routes you can drive, but these are the primary driving routes if you're going to Jerusalem. Route 1, which is the most common and direct arterial highway connecting the two cities. It covers about 67 kilometers, that's about 42 miles. The second route is Highway 443, which is a major alternative route through Modi'in, which covers roughly 70 kilometers, that's about 43 miles. Drivers often use this when highway number 1 is congested. And the third primary driving route to Jerusalem is Route 16, a newer entrance to Jerusalem that connects directly to the western neighborhoods, potentially reducing traveling time for those heading to that side of the city. Before making your trip, here are some key travel information you need to know. First is the travel warnings. Heavy traffic is very common, especially at the entrance to Jerusalem and on the Ayalon Highway, that's route number 20 in Tel Aviv. For those wishing to avoid driving, the high-speed train, that's the Israel Railways, from Tel Aviv HaHagana to Jerusalem Yitzhak Navon takes approximately between 32 to 47 minutes. You can also order for a private taxi between the cities, typically cost between 250 shekels to 350 shekels depending on the time of the day. When traveling to Jerusalem or any city around the world which you're going to be traveling to for the first time, it is highly recommended and highly advisable to use a GPS. Using a GPS or navigation app like Google Maps or Waze is highly recommended as traffic flow within both cities can be confusing. As for the road conditions and speed limit to Jerusalem, the highway network is in good condition. General speed limits are 50 km per hour in urban areas, 80 to 90 km per hour on non-urban roads, and 100 km per hour on highway number 1, up to 110 km per hour in some sections. It is also recommended to read road signs, which sometimes you're going to be saying in Hebrew, Arabic, and in English. Highway 6 is a major toll road, but the main routes between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem generally do not involve tolls, with the exception of the Tel Aviv Highway number 1 fast lane, which has variable pricing based on traffic. Parking can be challenging, especially near the old city. It is advisable to research parking lots in advance or consider using public transportation, such as the light rail, once you arrive in Jerusalem. Driving offers flexibility to explore sites along the way, such as the Latron Monastery or the Ayalon Valley. For a smoother experience, plan your departure to avoid the morning and afternoon rush hours. When driving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, you will pass through several significant tunnels, primarily the Harel Tunnels and the Beit HaKerem Tunnel, which are part of the major Highway 1 and Highway 16 routes. The tunnels you encounter are designed to improve traffic flow and navigate the challenging terrain of the Judean mountains as you ascend to Jerusalem. The Harel Tunnels, located near the suburb of Mevaseret Zion, these twin tunnels bypass Mount Maoz and Castle National Park. Each tunnel is approximately 750 meters long and has 3 lanes for traffic, significantly easing congestion at the city's western approach on Highway number 1. The Beit HaKerem Tunnel and Har Nov Tunnel will take the newer Highway 16. It connects Highway number 1 at the Motza interchange to Highway number 50, Begin Boulevard, in Givat Mordechai. This route uses a series of tunnels, including the Har Nov Tunnel, which is about 1.5 kilometer, and the Beit HaKerem Tunnel, which is about 1.3 kilometer, which run primarily under residential neighborhoods. About these tunnels, it is important not to confuse the driving tunnels with the famous ancient and archaeological tunnels in Jerusalem, such as the Western Wall tunnels or Hezekiah's Tunnel, which are historical sites for walking tours and are not part of the driving route. About the major highway, Highway number 1, which connects Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, is Israel's primary arterial road, spanning 94 kilometers, which is about 58 miles, to connect Tel Aviv on the Mediterranean coast with Jerusalem, before continuing east to the Jordan Valley. The Tel Aviv-Jerusalem link, often called the Jerusalem-Tel Aviv Highway, Kvish Yerushalayim to Tel Aviv. This is the most traveled section. It begins at the Kibbutz Gavoyot interchange in Tel Aviv and ascends through the Judean mountains to reach Jerusalem. The eastern section, east of Jerusalem, the road is known as Jericho Road. It descends steeply from Jerusalem's highest point at French Hill, which is about 815 meters, down to the Beit HaArava junction near the Dead Sea, ending at 325 meters below sea level. Historic sites. Along the ascent to Jerusalem, preserved rusted military vehicles mark the Sha'ar Haggai, that is otherwise known as Valley Gate area, commemorating convoys that attempted to break the 1948 siege of the city. As you are about to enter the city of Jerusalem, the highway officially enters the city from the west at the Moriah Gate, Sha'ar Moriah, and serves as the main entrance through the Motza Bridge. There is also a new alternate route, which is Highway number 16, opened in 2022, connects Highway number 1 at the Motza interchange directly to central and southern Jerusalem, Givat Mordechai, through tunnels under the city's western